We all know that Albert Einstein was the greatest genius of the history. So much genius that his brain would work more than 1,000 scientists. He knew that his brain was special. That's why he wanted that his body should be burned down into ashes when he dies. But the same thing happened of which he was afraid of. After his death, the doctor who came to perform his autopsy secretly stole his brain. Because he wanted to know what was inside the brain of the world's genius person. Even after that, the doctor somehow got permission from Einstein's son to study his father's brain. He then took his brain and after examining it, cut it into 240 small pieces. After that he preserved all the pieces in separate jars and hid them in his secret basement. Because of this he had arguments with his wife and she used to threaten him that one day she will throw away all the jars. The arguments eventually lead to divorce, and he moved to Kansas City with the brain, where he started working as a medical supervisor. And in his free time he tried to study Einstein's brain. Even after many years, he couldn't do any solid research on Einstein's brain. In fact, his medical license also got cancelled. Things got so bad that he started working in a plastic factory. At that time he got an idea, and he sent all the brain pieces to different neurologists around the world. 30 years after the brain got stolen, first time in 1985 a study was published on Einstein's brain, in which it was found that Einstein's brain was quite different from the ordinary human beings. The biggest difference was found in the corpus callosum part. Now it is important to know that human brain is divided into two parts. Whatever work a human does, it is processed in one part and then brain sends signal to the other part of the body. Left brain controls the right portion of the body, and right brain controls the left portion of the body. And for 90% humans, left brain is responsible for speech, understanding, mathematical calculations and writing. Whereas the right brain is responsible for creativity, understanding of shapes, art and music. Now you must also be thinking then, what is the work of corpus callosum? Imagine you are typing on keyboard or mobile phone, and while doing this both our hands are busy typing. Left hand is typing some alphabets and right hand is also doing the same. During typing your left hand made a mistake and you quickly used your right hand to erase that mistake. That means when your right brain committed a mistake, it rectified the mistake by signaling the left brain. The link through which both halves of the brain are connected is called corpus callosum, and Einstein's corpus callosum was larger than ordinary humans. Now you must also be thinking then, what is the work of corpus callosum? Because of which Einstein could imagine complex problems and situations. Apart from the in corpus callosum, Einstein's brain's pattern was also quite different from others, and researchers believe that it was the reason for good neuron flow. That means he had great power for mathematical calculations. According to a research paper, another reason for having a high number of neurons was that, when Einstein's brain was weighted it was 1230 gram. Whereas it is 14,000 gram for normal human beings. Researchers believe that his brain's lining was quite thin, because of which it contains more neutrons. But still the biggest question is, was Einstein born with such special brain or there were changes in his brain afterwards? After researching, it was found that, when Einstein was born he didn't started speaking until the age of 5, whereas other children start speaking at the age of 2 or 3. Even when he started speaking he didn't like to speak much and remained lost in his own thoughts. In fact, he find it difficult to even memorize simple multiplication table. Because he was master in processing maths and numbers in logical ways rather than memorizing them. In his school life he failed in all other subjects, but he got excellent marks in science and maths. His grip on maths and science was so strong that his professors used to become nervous when he used to raise his hand to ask question, because it was really difficult to answer his questions. Many doctors and scientists came to the conclusion that Einstein's brain became special after birth. The biggest reason behind it was when he couldn't find an answer to his questions he tried to find answers with the help of his brain. As of today, Einstein's brain is kept in America's The Mutter Museum. Hope you liked the video. See you in the next video.